What's up everybody, it is June 8th 2016 and it is time for today's Level Up. This is our daily video game news show where we bring you the latest and greatest stories from the industry as they break. So let's get straight into the top story of the day, and that is surrounding Ubisoft's Watch Dogs 2. The game, after its much anticipated, much rumoured, much leaked build up, it is finally official, it's finally been confirmed. And also we have some more details and a release date to go with it. So the follow-up to the 2014 classic is going to be coming to Xbox One, PS4 and PC on November 15th, 2016. So slotting in really nicely where Assassin's Creed has previously been. Obviously Assassin's Creed taking a year off this year. We're not going to have Aiden Pearce returning as a protagonist anymore. It is going to be Marcus Holloway. And in addition to that, it's going to be a new city, no longer Chicago. We are going to the tech city of America, possibly even of the world, some would say, San Francisco. So really interesting destination that they've picked. Love the choice that they've made. Chicago is great, but I think San Francisco could be really fun as well. And the character himself, he's going to be an African American from across the bay in Oakland. And he's witnessed profiling and police brutality, and he's basically going to take on the world himself and right all the wrongs. He's a gifted hacker, he's still part of DedSec, so that kind of background story is still continuing in the franchise, but obviously a new protagonist hopefully will be an improvement. Aiden Pearce was a little bit dry, but I'm really excited for this game. The first game got a lot of hate, but I think it was a pretty solid, if not spectacular game. I enjoyed it, and hopefully they can build on those foundations with this one coming up. It's now going to be one of my most anticipated games for later on this year. So with E3 just around the corner, we know that this week's news is going to be filled with leaks and rumours and speculation of what's going to be at the show. So obviously Watch Dogs 2, we're going to see probably a lot more of it at Ubisoft's conference, and we now have, according to reports, some idea of maybe what's going to be at Bethesda's conference. You'll already see on our predictions today that I predicted new Elder Scrolls. That doesn't look like necessarily it's going to happen according to this report. It's more likely it's going to be a remaster of Skyrim. That's what the reports are saying. Obviously a 2011 game. It has been 5 years. A really beloved game by the community. I think it was constantly at the top of the most requested backwards compatibility game or backwards compatible game on the 360. So I'd rather they spend time making a new one than remastering it, but if that's what people want, then that's fair enough. It's not just going to be Elder Scrolls 5 though that we see. We, again, according to reports, can expect to maybe see The Evil Within 2, a new Wolfenstein, which isn't surprising, the first one did very, very well, and possibly even a completely reworked Prey 2, which would be pretty interesting. All of these obviously speculation at the moment. I personally, of all of those, would be really excited to see Wolfenstein. I think it was a really good first-person shooter. I'm actually in the middle of playing it right now. I am a bit late to it, but it's got a really good story to it, and hopefully that game can kind of continue to build, because we don't see enough of it. We don't see enough solid single-player campaigns, so that would be good. And obviously Evil Within is something that a lot of people did enjoy. The Prey, I'm not really sure, but we will see in only a few days. Their conference is obviously on Sunday. Moving on to EA. We know they're not technically officially at E3, but they're holding their own EA Play event across the street at the same time. And their briefing, we already have a pretty good idea what's going to be made up of games there. We're going to see the likes of Battlefront 1, Titanfall 2, FIFA 17, Madden 17, NHL 17. But they have said that it's not all going to be about the games coming out this year and early. It's going to also be focusing on games that will be coming out in even 2017 and even 2018. So whether or not we see that new big AAA Assassin's Creed, GTA style type of game that we know Motive have been working on, and we've seen Blake Jorgensen say a couple of times that that's the kind of game they really want because they don't have one like that so far. I don't know if we'll see something like that, but maybe we might see something like Amy Hennig's Star Wars game. We know she's been working on that for a while, or possibly another Star Wars game. We know they have a lot of those in the work. can't think of his name, but the guy, director of God of War 3, is currently working on a game at EA. So expect to see more than just your regular sports and shooters from EA this time, which is good news. Really excited to hear that and can't wait. I'm like a kid in a candy store this time of year. Can't wait for E3 to see what all the publishers, developers are going to bring to us and show us to make us all excited about for the rest of this year. One game that we don't have to wait until E3, we know it's now been confirmed, is Injustice The Gods Among Us 2. So this is the DC fighting game that came out in 2013. We have now confirmation that this new game will be coming to PS4 and Xbox One next year, so 2017. We don't know exactly who the roster's going to include. We know that it's going to be a, quote, massive roster of both superheroes and villains, similar to the last game. But we do know from the announcement trailer, we've seen Batman, which you'll be seeing here as well. Batman and The Flash are going to be in there. You can probably already get an idea of which kind of characters are going to be in there. Superman's obviously going to be in there. You know, Green Lantern will probably be in there. All of your classic Wonder Woman, all the classic DCs will be in there. And I'm sure there'll be a few lesser known characters as well. From reviews in the past, the last game was pretty solid. So for fighting fans, I'm sure you're excited about this. I'm not a big fighter myself, but fighting fans, DC fans will be pleased to know that another game's going to come. It is a very pretty game, so look forward to that next year. And the final news item of the day is another release announcement. This time is for Persona 5. So this is a hugely anticipated game for JRPG fans from Atlas. Persona 4 considered by many to be one of the very best RPG games or JRPG games of all time. We know already that it was coming to Japan towards the end of this year, and some people were hoping that maybe it was going to be in September, maybe it would come to the West at the same time. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. It has now been confirmed that it will be coming out in February. In the US, February 14th, so you can probably imagine it'll probably be February 17th in the UK. So, in addition to that, they've also announced a Take Your Heart Premium Edition, which will be exclusive to the PS4, which will come with a 64-page hardcover art book, 4-inch plush figurine of Phantom Themes member Morgana, and a soundtrack on CD. Soundtrack is a big thing about this game that people like. You'll see a copy of the Premium Edition here. It's going to retail at $90, so imagine about £70. So look out for that if you're a big fan of Persona. You're going to have a little bit longer to wait than maybe you were hoping for, but it could be a lot worse. And early 2017 is now stacking up to be already a pretty good time with not only Persona, we know Horizon Zero Dawn. So that is it for your news for June 8th, 2016. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the latest and greatest video game news stories. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of all of today's. Are you excited for the new Watch Dogs? What do you think about Prey 2 coming back? EA's new games, what could they be? Injustice, are you excited? And Persona. But for now, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow.